Hey everybody, happy Friday. I missed you guys yesterday, but I had some work things going on that I had to take care of, so I didn't get home till kind of late last night, so it just wasn't something that I could do. But I'm back today, and let's see, I've been off today. I've had the grandbabies. Two of them went home, and I've still got two here, and one's feeling a little under the weather, so we're gonna do something quick tonight. And you ever just have one of those where you need to cook something quick, but you want something that tastes good too? What is it? They're eating chicken nuggets and french fries and macaroni. So, but me and Maddie's got to eat something pretty good tonight. So we're going to get started. I have a pound of hamburger meat that I've defrosted out of the freezer. And we're just going to get started on that and get that frying up. All right, so we are frying up our hamburger meat. I had to get the baby laid down. He just don't feel good, my poor little thing. So, now, I've cut up a whole onion. So, we're going to put this whole onion in there. And, while that's cooking, and I've also got some of my garlic, whatever I try to call it sometimes. We're going to do a big heaping teaspoon of that, too. I had to put on some long sleeves earlier. I got cold. You know, I keep this house in the morgue temperature anyway, as my husband says, but I was laying with the babies because they wasn't feeling good. Both of them were sleeping, and I ended up laying there, and I got cold. So, I am now wearing long sleeves. Of course, I still have my capris and my flip-flops on. I could wear flip-flops all year long. I love my flip-flops, but, you know. All right. Now, I'm just going to let this keep on doing its thing. And then we're going to drain the grease and then get to adding some more stuff. So, I hope y'all had a good day today. I'm just ready for my husband to come home. It's lonesome. And plus, you know, he's my rock. You know, I can talk to him, tell him things and all that. So I do miss that. So, honey, hurry up and get home. All right, let's fry this up and get this browned up, and then we'll get to adding the rest of our stuff. Oh, I never did tell you guys what I'm making. I'm making my version of homemade cheeseburger hamburger helper. So we'll see how it turns out. I've made it before, but I never have a set recipe. I need to sit down and write all this stuff down, and then maybe one day I'll have a cookbook. Who knows? All right, I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I've got my meat browned. Now, let's add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. All right, we got 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and then some Worcestershire sauce. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of that. Okay. And let's get that off of there. And then I'm just going to stir this all together. Let me turn it up just a little. I had to get my daughter to bring me my Worcestershire sauce because she came and borrowed it this week while I was at work, and I didn't know it. And I went to go, you need it, and didn't have it. So that's why my meat's a little browner than normal, because I had it on low and it was still going. But that's all right. That's what Mama's is for. And babe, you kids need something, they come get it, and you let them get it. So I'm just going to keep on stirring this around until this tomato paste kind of mixes well with the meat. And I got the little grandbaby running around. He don't want to lay down, but he does, and he don't know what he wants. Okay, next I've got about half a container of beef broth. So I'm going to add that beef broth to here, turn it up, and let it kind of simmer for just a few minutes. And this is so quick, guys. This will be something really good for you moms out there that have to have ball or whatever, or, you know, whatever, when school. This is a quick, and it's so much better than that nasty box stuff. Ugh. And I can't say much because I used to make that all the time, and I even have some in the pantry. So, Jimbo, you gonna be all right down there? All right, so we're just gonna let that. Now, while that's going, let's go ahead and add some seasonings. So let's do a little bit of onion powder. Measure with your heart. Let's do a little bit of smoked paprika. Not a lot, just a little. some black pepper. Junie. Some garlic powder. Ain't nothing good without garlic. And then some parsley flakes. I'm going to add some parsley flakes in there. Just a little. I am not going to add any salt just yet. I'm going to wait till the very end and see what I think about that. Okay. Hold that thought. Okay. So, I went to look in the pantry. I did not have any elbow noodles. I had other noodles, but no elbow. And I wanted elbow. So, I dug out some macaroni and cheese boxes that I had in there. And honestly, I probably will never use them. I don't even know why I have them. So I'm going to use the noodles out of it, but not the cheese packets. You need another cookie? So I'm going to use 2 of these, just the noodles. And I'm going to sprinkle about a teaspoon of cornstarch. And then I'm going to throw that cheese pack. I might save those cheese packets. You never know when you're in a crunch, you might need it for something and doctor it up. Let's see here. Let me get, I got some cornstarch here. And yes, would you like another cookie? Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and mix that in with these noodles, okay? All right, I'm going to leave that to the side for a minute. Remember the other night I had some Velveeta cheese? I'm going to finish using that up. It's about a little less than a half. And I'm going to cut that up and throw that in there. And I may actually get a little half a cup of water as well. But let's go ahead and get our cheese put in there. Okay, guys, so let's cut up this cheese and get that in here. And we'll get that melted. And then I'm going to add my noodles in there. But let's go ahead and get this cheese melted. It'll melt easier without the noodles in there. And then we'll just have to let it simmer for a little bit. And then we will have a quick and easy dinner. Uh-oh, my light just went out. Man, I tell you what, I got to start charging stuff around here. All right, so we've got all that. And we're going to just put this on, turn it up, let this keep on melting. And then as soon as that is nice and bubbly, we're going to add our noodles. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I've got about 1.5 cups of water. We're going to add that in here. And now we're going to add our noodles. Okay, now we're just going to stir this in. Leave it on medium-high. Put the lid on it and just let it kind of boil a little bit. Not enough to where it sticks, but enough where these noodles will just start cooking on their own. And then we'll taste it, see if it needs any seasonings. And we'll have homemade cheeseburger helper. And I'm going to tell you, this smells so good. This is nothing better than homemade. Alrighty. Let's get the lid on this. Crank it up just a little bit. Probably about 15 minutes. And then we'll be ready. Okay, so this is all done. It smells so good. Now I'm going to touch it off with just a big heaping tablespoon or 1/2 of sour cream. And we're going to stir that in. And you can top this with cheese or anything you want. We're just going to stir this all in. And I'm going to get us a bowl. And we are going to serve dinner. Yeah, go ahead. Alrighty, it's done. I put me a little bit of cheese on here. And you know what? If I'd have thought about it, I would have cooked me some bacon and crumbled that up on top of here too. So let's get us a bite. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Mmm. Delicious, guys. I highly recommend this. Make you the homemade hamburger helper. You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got a lot planned for the weekend. See ya.